Hello, and welcome to the Scratch Gourmet, where we make everything from scratch. Today we will be making a delicious bacon cheeseburger. And of course, we will be making it from scratch. Let's start with the star of the show, the meat. Today I'll be using a petite sirloin to give us plenty of flavor, as well as some chuck to give us a little fat. I'm going to throw these in the grinder. That'll give us a nice 80-20 mix, which will be absolutely delicious. And here we have our fresh ground beef. I'm going to add a little salt and pepper for flavor, and I'm going to make these into quarter-pound patties. While we wait for our pan to heat up, let's make some fresh hamburger buns from scratch. We're going to start with a tangzan. That's 20 grams of bread flour, 27 grams of water, 60 grams of whole milk. Mix together until you get kind of a paste. This will be a great binding agent for our dough. And for our dough, we're going to need 120 grams of whole milk at 95 degrees Fahrenheit, 9 grams of instant yeast, 320 grams of bread flour, 7 grams of fine sea salt, 35 grams of granulated sugar, 1 whole egg, and 1 egg yolk. I'll be mixing the dough by hand. It's a lot of work, but well worth it. Now that our dough is ready, I'm going to roll these into bun-sized portions and bake in the oven for 375 degrees until golden brown. While we wait for those to bake, let's make some mayonnaise from scratch. For this we'll need 3 eggs, 14.3 grams of lemon juice, 14.3 grams of vinegar, 300 milliliters of avocado oil, 10 grams of mustard, and 12 grams of salt. While my eggs, lemon juice, vinegar, mustard, and salt mix in the food processor, I will slowly add the oil, and just a few seconds later, it's done. Mayonnaise from scratch. While we wait for our mayonnaise to chill in the refrigerator, let's make some American cheese. Oddly enough, when you make American cheese, you have to have some cheddar cheese. Here's a brick that I made last week. We're going to start with some butter, add some milk, and let those heat together until blended. Next, we'll need some sodium citrate. To make sodium citrate, add baking soda, citric acid to a little bit of water, then let it dry out. Now that our base is ready, it's time to start adding our cheese. Add cheese until the consistency of fondue. Then pour into a plastic mold, put in the refrigerator, and let it set for a few hours. While we wait for our American cheese to set, let's make some tomatoes and pickles from scratch. Because it is late spring, it is the perfect time to plant tomato and cucumber seedlings. To do this, you'll need to plant your seedlings about 1/4 inch into the ground. Provide a wooden structure or trellis for your plants to grow upwards towards away from the ground. It is imperative that you water your plants at least 3 times a week. It will take about 40 to 60 days to harvest your
Burger King, another one ready?
Yeah, can I get a bacon cheeseburger?
Anything else?